today we are talking about Southwest Airlines. So here is the first part. This is the company analyze. Southwest Airlines was founded in 1987 by Rollin King and Herb Cahenler. And here is the company's purpose, vision, and mission. Here is their financial analysis. You can see that there was a significant increase in 2015. And here is the strategic analysis. This is the business unit of the Southwest Airlines and for the Southwest Airlines products, and we have chosen corporate and group travel products. Here is I have collected some competitors of South Airlines and put it on Bowman's clocks. So the Southwest Airlines would choose the hybrid strategy with the low price, and they will focus on differentiation. And here is their competitors' different position on the Bowman strategy clock. And here is the industry analysis. So the threat of the entry was really low because the capital requirements for the airline industry is really high. It lead to the barrier to entry was really high as well. So, and the brand loyalty would be a part to consider of the threat of entry. And here is the bargaining power of the suppliers. I would say it is really high too, because the bargaining power of suppliers, they only they only got two main suppliers for the planes like Boeing and Airbus, and that lead to the bargaining power of the suppliers can be really high, and the price of oil cannot be controlled by only one company. The bargaining power of buyers, I would say, was very high as well, because the ability of the buyers to substitute is really high. They can compare the price online, and it will let them easily to find the substitute products, and the switching cost will be zero. The threat of substitutes, it was medium, because although it got alternative ways of transportation, like people can take bus, ferry, taxi, car to instead of the plane, but they cannot use these alternative ways of transportation to instead the long time flight. And the fifth one I want to talk about is the industry rivalry. That it would the key point for this is that the high barriers to exit. So here is the product analyze, and the group travel and groups and corporate travels. The target people would be the corporations who had a large number of employees, like at least 150 employees, or the small groups for at least 10 people to get these products for best service and discount. And the school groups, the religious group, family groups, and sports groups as well. And here is the product profile. The customers would get a big discount and a better service for the group service through this product, and here is advantage for this kind of product. And the next one would be the SWOT analysis, and that would be explained to by my colleagues Hanif.
Thank you, Jen. This is I want to introduce the SWOT analysis by the Southwest Airlines. The strength, one of the strength of Southwest Airlines is low cash fare, and the weakness, they if they have the bargaining power of supplier is too high is their weakness, and one of the opportunities is global tourism industry still increases, and the threat is the intense competition. And this is the preliminary screening. It means the selection of the continents. My groups just the four continents selected. The one is Europe, ASEAN, America, and Africa. And the main criteria for the selection of the continent is population, lawsuits and litigation condition, passenger revenues, compare with the competitor, climatic condition, and the last is the worker. This chart is talk about how the big percentage of the continent for the main criteria, and my team choose the biggest percentage from the four continents. It's America and Europe. This is the in-depth market analysis. The market potential is the one. This is the number of potential consumer, frequency of purchase on annual basis, selling price of the product, total market potential, and company sales potential. And the competitor analysis. The competitor analysis we have in the Europe, we have the market share, and we more investing the more investment in the marketing and advertising for RNG. Sorry, for PNG, and the third is maintain the low price with currency exchange difference, and the fourth high operating cost, and the last is long-standing presence. In the America, we get the same too, is market share, but we have a less investment in marketing, but we must pricing more in America, and the fourth is we must increase the facility to compete with the competitors, and the last is make another schedule. And this is entry condition in Europe and America. We have four conditions in here. One is financial, two in operating issue, three market channel condition, and four labor issue. We have a more profitable country in financial condition. It is Europe, because they have a big, because they have an exchange rate in Europe much better. And the second is operating issue. It will be much less expensive for operating system in America than Europe. The third in market channel is a more profitable country is make a new channel for expand the network. And the last is a labor issue. The labor issue, the Europe with America with is similar. They have low salaries, young people, and well-trained population in America. And the next slide will be presented by you.
Thanks, my partner Hanif. Okay, now I will talk about the plan, the market plan. The most important of market plan is market plan is internet and advertising. And now more and more people using internet, and more people spend more time in internet every day. So I think for the advertising, the first part is internet. The second part is television and advertisement. The second part is celebrated endorsement. Therefore, internet and advertising is the most important part of market plan. Also, the development trade of advertising. So we can see this table. The internet and advertising, we invent the more money in advertising. And the second part, we just invent a little. For the third part, celebrate in our thinking. We need as the young customer. So the third part is very important. The second point, many people think television and advertising television are more reliable, especially for the older people. The third aspect is celebrate and endorsement. The reason for this to use celebrated effort to achieve propaganda purpose, especially for young customer. Okay, now I will beginning to talk about the financial analysis. We can see this table for 2014 year. We sell 40 for pure products, but in second year we just sell 35. We use the reduced price to have more customer. So the anti increase in second year, and we can see the profit, the gross profit in third year. We make a lot of money in third year. Okay, now my partner Jianping He will talk about the strategy and the conclusion.
Thanks, Samuel. My name is Jianping He, and I'm talk about the entry strategies. This chart is about the entries mode and company's readiness. We can see that the forage manufacturing and forage marketing percent has very high percentage winning. Is 90 to 100% and 70 to 90% respectively. and it means the forage market presents can be divided into forage sales branch and forage sales marketing subsidiary and company-owned retail stores. The product and market strategies as the product and market strategy, the following aspects should be pay attention to segmentation, guys, customer product such as satisfactions of customer and cost to customers, and customer group classification is about the mystic forage and individual customer and goods customer and the lifestyle of the customer. About the pricing strategy and plans, pricing issue is about fair price and labor cost, and best pricing strategy is about market penetration. Selling price is different. It depends on the product mix. Pricing method is appreciated, and price of forage products is about import and export tax, insurance, and currencies exchange rate. And the method of placement is the letter of critical is acceptable. There is a question how the interest strategy translate to the market trend. There are four key elements that help achieve this. First, high quality service and customer satisfaction. The second is pay attention to forage markets and differentiate customers groups. Third is brand awareness and good market. The last one is the market awareness, such as advertising. Now I'll give our presentation a conclusion. The company's overseas market has great potentials and has a strategy to enter overseas markets. The expansions of the company's overseas markets will not have too much impact on the domestic market. As an airline, quality product mix and after-sales service are the keys to winning the market. And the recommendation is introduce more optimized product or product combination to put the customer experience first. As media entitling the overseas market, overseas subsidiaries should receive more customer feedback, and the efficiencies of after-selling sales service should be improved. And the last one is focus on consumption in foreign markets, such as political, environmental, and monetary factors. And thank you for your listening.